Hello, everybody, and welcome to another episode of Ask Jameen. I'm Nikki Willis, and
I'm Jameen.
today is a little bit lighter. We get the question often: what's it like working together as a husband and wife team? So we figured we would answer that for you today. How many fights do we get into? How many riffs do we get into? How do we make up? All that good stuff. So, stay tuned. Here we go. So, today's question is, what's it like working together as a husband and wife team? So, for many of you guys who are just now getting to know us, Jameen and I have been entrepreneurs for over 10 years. I've had my own business. He's had businesses in real estate. And so, for as far as Las Vegas, we have been working solely on real estate together for the past year here in Las Vegas. So, we're going to answer a few of those questions about, how we divide roles and, what's it like, with teamwork? What's it like when it doesn't work? All that good stuff. So, babe, you ready to get into it?
Yep.
All right, let's go. So, I guess maybe the first thing we can do is kind of define roles, like what you do and what I do. So, babe, what do you do?
So basically, my role is the realtor. I'm kind of the lead generator. I'm the person that does prospecting, goes out and try to get business. So I am more of the beginning stage person in the process of what we do as far as a team. So a realtor is a person that shows the houses. So most of the time, although we do go on a lot of tours and showings together.
I want to see the house.
Right, yep. So a lot of that's the fun part. What everybody thinks we do, ride around with sunglasses on and show houses. So
Yeah.
I do a lot of the showings. I do a lot of the going to look at properties to see
You do all of them. I just tag along when I want to.
Right, yeah. Just
Shelly.
listing appointments for property management, going to tour properties to see what work needs to be done, what areas in do we want to take the property on, is it a good fit? So I do a lot of the beginning stages of the process of contacting people, mail outs, finding people on social media to have needs, questions, emails and things like that. So I'm kind of the lead generator and the main realtor role, I feel.
So my part gets juicy when we are under contract or when we have processes. So I have the gift of administration. So for me, my job or my role has become the transaction coordinator, and I am the conductor of all the transactions and everything that's going forward. So with a sale, I'm the person that's pushing that transaction to close. With property management, I'm making sure all the applications are going through, that the applicant is being vetted, going to him, making sure that he gets all that information. I'm being the liaison between the owners and between him. So a lot of emails go back and forth. But I guess one of my main things that I am enjoying is developing my role as far as building those processes for our team and building the things that work for us. So yeah, that's been pretty cool.
So it's safe to say, like, I'm like the car or the car body, and you're like the engine in the car that gets the car moving.
Yeah, I can be an engine. Yeah, I'm like a V8 though.
You're a V8.
Yeah, I'm a V8. Okay, so we kind of did like roles and duties.
You also there's talent. You're the superstar on the videos too.
Oh, Thank you. Yeah, I do the videos. When we do a property tour, I'm the one showing you all around because I like that stuff, and I feel like you'll be excited to see it too. So, yeah, I do like that part.
And I'm the cameraman most of the time.
Yeah, most of the time you're the cameraman, and then we do this together. So,
Mm-hmm.
but he's the camera person, but then I have to edit everything. So
Yes.
that has definitely been a learning curve, for sure.
Good though.
For sure.
Good.
Okay, so what else? Let's talk about teamwork. Okay. You want to go first or what?
Yeah, I mean, for me, having a team, having somebody that you can depend on and somebody that you can trust to come along with you and be a part of your team is like extremely valuable. As a realtor, I think that the industry has changed from it being like a one-man game, and pretty much a lot of people have teams where you divide different roles and responsibilities because it's just extremely helpful. I mean, a realtor, like I say a lot, people think that we just drive around and show nice houses. There's a lot of things that has to be done from the start of a transaction, or even before a transaction starts, to it actually closing, and then you have a whole property management division on top of that. So just having a team period to where you can divide roles and responsibilities is extremely helpful. You know, the role or the whole aspect of being a realtor is kind of like a 5-person job, really. If you could divide everything up, if you really could, it's kind of like you could divide those roles up amongst multiple people.
Yeah.
So right now, we're just working with the 2 right now, but we definitely plan on expanding here in the future, especially with what we're building with the property management division too. But it's extremely beneficial not doing it by myself, I think the benefit is dividing what you're good at and what I'm good at, and creating a system that works.
I agree. I will say this though, and this is probably also a little bit of advice for some of you who are married couples and who want to work together. So, I married into real estate. so again, like I said, my gift is in administration, but you know, my background is not in real estate. So I had to learn a lot. So most of the time, someone knows more than the other. Okay, so for him, he's obviously the real estate guru. Now, after 12 years, I've learned a whole lot. But I'm still, I still don't know as much as he does because he's been doing this for over 20 years. So I would definitely say it's taken time for me to just learn, and you have to give grace for that. You have to give grace to yourself to learn whatever industry you're coming into. If you're going into your spouse's industry, and you're going to help your spouse, and you don't know as much, make sure that you both have grace in that moment. It's taken a while, and so and I'm still learning. I'm definitely still learning, but also, I mean, we both know each other's strengths and weaknesses. So, I know that, my gifting is in processes. So you tell me, okay, I want to get from point A to point B. Got you. Step 1, step 2, step 3. So this is how we need to get there. All I need to know is, what are my boundaries in the real estate sector, and then I can run with it. So there's pros and cons to that, but definitely make sure you take the egos out. Okay, take the egos out, humble yourselves, but really give grace to each other, because somebody's always learning. Somebody's always learning. So I would definitely say that as far as teamwork and the pros and cons to that. Yeah. So there was something else I was gonna say. I forgot. Darn it.
Pros and cons, you said that.
Yeah, I said pros and cons. Oh darn, I can't remember. It's okay. Hopefully I remember again. Go ahead.
So let's talk about being a married couple and working in business together and that whole aspect.
Mm. So we've been entrepreneurs for the majority of our marriage, meaning um, one or both of us hasn't taken an actual paycheck. So we um, eat what we kill, right? So
Kill what we eat.
we kill what we eat.
You like saying the other way around?
We kill what we eat. We kill. Same thing.
Yeah, it's the
Okay.
same thing. It's just
Okay. You know what I mean.
button up, button down.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. So with that, we've got kids. We wake up, we go to bed with each other. I mean, it's constant. We're always in each other's faces. So one of the things I would definitely say is, give yourself some space. Sometimes he'll go to the office, and sometimes I'll stay at home. Just to, and because we're always constantly working together on something. The other thing is, and I think this is what I was supposed to remember. The other thing is boundaries.
Mm-hmm.
We are married first. We're married first. And I think that's really important because that means we have to prioritize our marriage, meaning we can't take business, to the dinner table. We can't take business into the bedroom. That doesn't make sense. We have to set boundaries so that we can also have a successful marriage, right?
Mm-hmm.
So we really try to turn it on and turn it off. I think we've gotten better at that. At first, we weren't.
I think that's most improved.
Yeah,
Turning
most
it on
improved.
and turning it off.
Yeah. To start our day at a specific time and then to end our day at a specific time. We don't get it right all the time, but
Relatively, because the nature of the business. Sometimes
right,
you have to
it's after
turn
5.
Turn it back on.
Yeah, after 5. But when it comes to like, okay, this is relationship time, this is family time, I think we do a really good job at making sure that we're prioritizing. We can always improve, but we have improved the most in that area. So I'm proud of us on that. What do you think? Our journey being married.
Our journey being married.
Yeah, well, being entrepreneurs and married.
Oh, I think that we are on a good pace. I think that that's one of the things that we've most improved on, being able to say, okay, let's not talk about business right now. Let's just enjoy dinner, or let's enjoy time together.
Yeah.
Because it's so
It's so
easy
important.
when that person that you do business with, they're right there. You can just,
Yeah.
quick little
You say, hey,
conversation.
check this email, would you?
Or, I sometimes, like I do, because you do more administrative thing, I'm like, that can wait till tomorrow, you know what I mean? To just kind of create those boundaries. So I think that we've grown a lot. And like I said, every week or every day, you learn something more and you kind of add it to the rotation. And this industry changes, so just because I've been in business for 20 years, things change in the industry, so I constantly have to learn. And it's just a constant learning of working together and building things.
So true.
So I enjoy working with you.
Oh, thank you. I enjoy working with you too.
And so let's talk about some of the benefits of
Okay.
being a married couple and working together. Is one of the things that both of us enjoy are our lunches, our epic lunches. It's kind of like a reward system, or is like emotional eating if it's very bad. Sometimes it's a reward, sometimes it's emotional eating because things are kind of rough. I definitely enjoy that, and I know that you enjoy that, and that's one of the things that we enjoy together.
How about midday dates? We get kind of like midday dates.
Yeah, it's been a little less because of the kids working from home.
Distance learning is at home.
Distance learning, but for me, I think that's like it's a motivator for me to be able to do that. or not to do it too much because that means we're having emotional eating.
Yeah.
So that's one of the things that I enjoy. Like I said, it's kind of a different dynamic. It's like you know that the person is going, I don't want to say work hard, but it's a little bit different when it's like family or a spouse. You know that person is going to, do their part because they want to see the team succeed. So that's one of the things that I think is a plus.
Yeah, for sure. I love our lunches too when we get them, and yeah, I love being able to see us, complete goals. I think that's really important. Again, that it's taken a while to gel, and I want to encourage those young couples out there that are looking to work together and everything. It's not going to happen overnight. Please understand. You guys are going to make mistakes. There you will be mad at your spouse for whatever reason, and you'll still have to work with him or her. But it takes time. So just understand, and if it's just like a marriage. If you're in it for the long haul, then you're going to be okay, and everything will turn out fine. And so, but being able to see our milestones, when we first, especially when we first got here, I think, moving to Vegas, a new city, everything basically starting from scratch and just buckling in. I mean, we were basically starting on the same, playing field. And so, we hit the ground running, and we had so many ups and downs, and just learning and building a clientele out here, and being able a year from then being able to say, okay, we're opening up, our property management. That was big, and being able to celebrate that together. Those are the cool things about being married and working together.
And that was something we were able to share together because although I have managed property before, but never on a department level. So here it's like you have to have a property management, permit and license and things like that. So that was something that we kind of just started from scratch together. In addition, we're doing real estate here. In Las Vegas, so that was really cool, and I'm proud of the accomplishments that we've made so far.
Cool.
And
we're just getting started, people. We are not done. We are just getting started. There's so much more to see, and yeah, babe, I like working with you too. If I didn't mention it, so yeah.
And for some people, it may not work out. Just some people can't work together. It's like you do your thing, I do mine. And you kind of have to know if you can't work together, if you are kind of the exact skill set as far as work and things like that. You may butt heads a lot, or it's not a good fit because it's a big thing lacking in one area, and it's good to know, kind of know that too. So a lot of people should consider that.
So true. Also too, if you're both visionaries, right? You need somebody that is also an implementer, and then you need maintainers. So that's whenever I look at building a team, I look at it actually in that sense. Who's the visionaries? Who are the visionaries? Those people that can see, see in the future, can see where something can be. But those who are visionaries aren't quite the best implementers. So you need those implementers. You need those implementers to say, okay, I see your vision. I got you. Let me help you get you started and get you there. Now, those implementers aren't the best maintainers because they're ready to start something new. So then you need people that are on your team that can help you maintain and kind of do the daily and keep that engine running. And so if you're both kind of the same thing, you'll want to, maybe look to outsource or kind of see which, where you need help, and bring people onto your team where you need help to get you there. So, anything else, baby? Let's say.
I look forward to the future, and I think that it's important that you like you said, just like our marriage, you have to be in it for the long haul. Some days you have highs, some days you have lows.
Yep.
But you just keep being consistent and keep moving forward and keep on building.
Yeah.
Like,
Keep
on
pressing,
building.
keep persevering. You can do it for sure.
Mhm.
You can do it. And if you can't, it's okay. You're still married, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Understand when it doesn't work. Get on out of there. Because, again, your marriage is most important, for sure.
Yeah.
Definitely.
And that's kind of like if there is a negative, the only negative would be like if something is not working out, you can just part ways.
Mhm.
Well, you can still part ways as a team, but it's kind of like you can't. Well, you can, but
You
it's
don't
not,
want to.
not good to.
It's not good to
You
end
know,
in divorce.
it's like you can have an argument at home or you can have an argument at work, but if you have an argument at work, you know, you still got to see that person again. So
Yeah. It's like, I'll see you in a couple hours.
right.
No. But yeah, it's been a wild and crazy ride. Wouldn't change it for the world. And yeah, so here's an encouragement for you guys who are looking to work together. We're still together 12 years later. You can do it too. All right. So before we leave, we want to tell you about the new class that we are hosting October 3rd. It's how to invest in rental properties. Okay, so babe, tell our audience a little bit about that.
So we are having an online class to teach people how to get started with rental properties. So with rental properties is what I consider the best way to start investing right now in today's market, with today's climate and everything that's going on. So with this class, it will teach you how to analyze properties, analyze deals, and how to find good deals. It will also give you instructions on how to build a rental portfolio. So how do you go from that first property to getting the next one to building a portfolio? The other thing that we will go over and discuss is what are your goals? Do you just want one investment property, or is it something that you're trying to build a huge portfolio, or to replace your 9-to-5 or other business that you have? And let's see what else. Oh, one of the main things that we cover is what the gurus don't tell you. You see HGTV, you see all these classes and things that people offer. We actually tell you like what the gurus don't tell you. So when we talk about what the gurus don't tell you, it's kind of like we don't sell you a big program or course or something at the end. It is what it is. So what the gurus don't tell you is not easy. It's not what it looks like on TV, but it can be very lucrative, and it's just like building a team.
Yeah, it can be done.
Yeah, it can be done. It's just building a business and building a portfolio. So that's really exciting to teach people how to invest in rental properties, build some passive income in your life.
This is his zone of genius. So he loves to teach. He loves to instruct and share information. So this class is going to be incredible. We've done this class before, and we're noticing that people are interested. More people are interested, especially millennials. So this is a limited seat class. We have very limited seats, but if you want to join us, it's just $27. And if you want to join us, I'm going to put the link to that class right here in this video. So join us. We'd love to see you. Come with your questions. And again, this is for rental properties. So we will really be diving into rental properties. I think that's one of the things that just be advised, if you want to have more passive income, determine what type of passive income that you want, right? So if you're really actually interested in rentals, then this would be the class for you. So again, the link to the class will be in the description below. Just click that link. It's $27. If you have your spouse there, you guys can join us. It's on Zoom, so you don't have to worry about anything. And it's this Saturday, October 3rd, 10 a.m. Pacific time. All right. So we hope you join us, and we're hoping to see you there. Thanks so much for joining us for another episode of Ask Jameen. And we will see you guys next time. Bye.
See you later.